So what if it's 8 feet tall and talks?
That's Dedede's species, actually. He is a big bird.
A big bird.
He's a big bird.
Okay.
That's it.
I would love to see, like, the Latin genus.
Right, the nomenclature on him.
Yeah,
that would be cool. But
I can't think of what bird is. I'm failing my elementary school Latin. That's man. Either way, folks. No matter what language you speak,
avian something, man. Something with avian in it.
Avian titanus.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah. Something like that. Yeah.
Gargantuan.
Yeah.
Anyway, folks. After that, welcome back to learning dead languages with Max Ketchum and Stu the announcer. But either way, folks, King 2019, it's been an absolute monster success. Thank you to the College of New Jersey for hosting this, for having us, for having the best that New Jersey has to offer, and certainly, what else can we do but repay you with some high-quality Smash action? An up-and-comer in DNA versus the most established DDD in the entire Garden State, Atomsk. Tasty Games is Atomsk. If you're looking to snack on some of DNA's stocks right here, we're going to Pokemon Stadium for game number 1. Pokemon Stadium 2.
Yep, snacking on that laser for sure, spinning it right back out at him. One of the coolest tools they gave DDD in this game, a bona fide projectile counter in his inhale. And we see that come into play a lot with his own Gordos when you send it back at him. So we got to see Anvi, right? Now we get to see the returning veteran of Atomsk, right? This was his character for a good 6 years of Brawl, and didn't really come out too much for Smash 4. He wasn't too enthused with the game. But now that this character's a little bit back in action, I think we're going to see Atomsk be a mainstay in the New Jersey Ultimate scene. Oh, that down tilt's so dangerous. You got to make sure to sweet spot the edge.
My!
Whoa.
DNA!
Bravest man out here. Just going to side B again. I think he knew he had no other options.
You cannot afford to show fear in the eyes of the New Jersey PR and DNA. The gauntlet has been thrown, but of course, as we saw, Atomsk sending a message, challenge accepted, and takes the first stock off of DNA as well.
We're going to see that combo video start, man. Falco so dangerous on hit, whether it's up tilt or up throw. This character has so many ways to just keep the hits coming. I like his route, though. He's going for up throw to down air, and then trying to either pick up a tech chase or maybe something else on the way down. Ooh, really wants to reflect the Gordos, but not going to have that kind of luck just yet. Love that. Atomsk has been making a lot of mileage off of the side Bs slightly above the edge if they're not sweet spotted like that. So DNA said, you know what, I'm just going to kick my shine into your face instead.
He's going to look for it again, and indeed catches DNA napping. Atomsk sleeping on these fools.
Yeah, you gotta just make sure that your head doesn't poke even slightly above the edge. Could be a death sentence, but wow. Poor DI from Atomsk. He went straight up after that up smash. Gonna have an even game. Can't help but think that the spike at the very beginning of this match from Falco side B gonna put Atomsk a little bit off center, right? Not a player who's gonna tilt, again, due to his veteran status across multiple games, but something that you've never seen before, especially from a character that's very rarely played, could knock you for a loop. And we see DNA doing just that right now.
Though we're definitely seeing a rise of the usage of Falco. Obviously, those of us in Tri-State are familiar with people like Kofi, who have garnered such prominence with one Falco Lombardi. But obviously, the back air is going to take it. DNA looking to rule the roost here at King. He'll take game number 1 off of Atomsk. He's putting on a show for the people, Max.
King of the Coop right now, and we see the crowd kind of just coming alive for DNA. I don't know if he is a TCNJ student or something, but definitely seems to have some sort of a fan base behind him. Maybe people just want to see a PR player lose, right? It's very enticing. Everybody loves a good upset. Oh, it looks like he's a little nervous though, man. This being probably his first time in a top 8 on a stage with production like this, you know? Yeah. That's enough to shake a man for sure. So he's off to the right kind of start, of course, getting game 1, but can he keep his head on straight? That's the big question. Atomsk definitely can. We've seen it time and time again over the past 10, 11 years. But DNA, as a relative newcomer, is going to have to just buckle up and keep delivering that level of gameplay for the rest of the set if he wants to win it.
You've done this multiple times in rehearsals. You can't start freezing up when the spotlight's on you. Atomsk is the exact opposite. When it's showtime, he comes alive, and we see him put on some highlight reel-esque shows, including with that. Say hello to YouTube, Atomsk.
DNA's combos off that up tilt are just so clean. Looks like he has a full hour and a half to just go confirm into back air. But we're seeing some of these nervous habits, these air dodges, these side Bs, just trying to escape the disadvantage state, and it's costing him dearly. Atomsk, not the kind of player who's going to let these mistakes go unpunished. DNA's combo game is really clean.
Oh, absolutely, and I mean, he's one of these Falcos that have come alive in Tri-State. The other one that I was going to mention of note was the #1 in Philadelphia, Juice, having picked up the, saying that he was going to solo main Falco, and indeed, it was Falco that carried him all the way to 3rd place at Platinum Star Smash, proving that he's just as adept with that combo game as any, but who needs combos when you have a raw F-Smash to the face of Jersey's #11, Atomsk, up against the ropes.
Down to his last stock here in game 2. He's going to need to figure something out. Right now, it looks like DNA just looking for these low percent combos, but he's not going to get that opportunity. Again, if you're worried about grabbing the edge, either make sure that you're pixel perfect below it and still high enough to grab, or just go for the up B, right? It doesn't look like Atomsk is ready to commit and swing on the Firebird, especially with the little protective ring of flames you get around you if you're that close to the edge. It's very difficult for a big character to position against that.
I feel like Atomsk is in the position to start going for some reads on DNA. He knows how he's going to react to the projectiles, and he has a little throwback move of his own in case that Gordo does get tossed back to him. He could be wise to employ it at a later percent and try to get a kill.
Ooh.
Dash attack!
Wow,
Atomsk!
that's so strong.
Goodness gracious! Every last ounce of weight on Dedede. That's a big old hammer, and Atomsk eating up that last stock of DNA's as he will tie this thing up at 1.
Yeah, Atomsk just an absolute savage, in and out of the game, as I'm sure you could tell by looking at him.
Absolutely.
But man, DNA kept going for these high recoveries, and Atomsk just picked up on that habit. He was in a rush to get back to center stage, and DNA was playing his mind out in that match, man. Like, he was doing so well. He was in control for, I'd say, 90 to 95% of it, but just a couple mistakes, a couple hasty decisions when you're in a bad spot can cost you so much, especially against a character that punishes as hard as Dedede. A lot of knockback on a lot of moves.
We're going to Town and City for game number 3. DNA once again kicking off the proceedings by approaching, but Atomsk realizing early on that he's going to have to establish the walling out game. Can't rely on it, but you do have to remind him that it is in fact there. I can pull it out whenever you want. And if I find you pressing too many buttons, DNA, I'm going to send you into a room, to your room for a timeout.
Definitely going to punish that, yeah. These lasers also getting DNA quite a bit of mileage too.
Papa Atomsk. That is I don't know if I trust him as a father, quite frankly.
He's more responsible than
cool
you think, yeah.
Yeah,
He'd be
no,
a really
true.
cool dad for sure, yeah. Cool dad, I don't think that's up for debate. Oh my lord.
DNA surviving.
He's not letting his kids get away with that one. Gotta teach him some valuable life lessons. Tough love in this household.
Exactly. You can't just give them that first stock. You have to make them earn it, you know? That's their allowance.
Man, DNA, though, very clean, impressive gameplay here. I like what he's going for, but it's, yeah, just some of these defensive habits need a bit more polish, and I think the more we see this kid start to show up, the less that'll start to be a problem for him. But his intuition's really on point.
He has a good feel for the game, and honestly, being able to move in this game is so great. That killed at 77 off of the side of Town and City. Again, a huge ceiling. Such a change from Smash 4, going from the shortest blast zone in competitive to the highest, but those sides still as small as ever. And finally getting the first kill on Atomsk is DNA. He has a Dedede-sized mountain to climb against Atomsk here. Certainly capable, having the offensive capabilities, but Atomsk realizing that DNA is getting a little aggressive. You stick your neck out, you're going to get your head smashed in at max.
And now that he knows he's reaching so far, Atomsk just has to stay one half step behind him, swing that hammer that's going to outrange everything Falco has. And man, what a swing. This was so comfortably DNA set for the first game .9. But these crucial moments, just enough to turn the tides here. It's looking like Atomsk poised to take it in the next one, unless DNA just figures it out. He's literally got to shake it off, as you see him doing right there.
And really, it's like I like that word that you use because it's describing Atomsk to a T at this point, poise. he's showing it, and it's coming out in spades, and he's doing quite well to get himself to this point where he looked like he could very well have been at death's door. That could have been a 2-0 set in favor of DNA, but instead it was 1-1 because Atomsk realized that he was not out of it, had to make 1 or 2 adjustments, didn't even necessarily have to take the lead in terms of damage. Have you ever seen a set so exciting that it gave you indigestion? I have. Anyway, we've seen this from Atomsk, and he adjusts and he adapts, and this ain't his first rodeo, and he'll be looking to go the full 8 seconds against DNA once again. Full 8 minutes, I guess I should say.
Yeah.
At Pokemon Stadium 2 for Game 4.
Yeah, this was where DNA was in firm control of the set, so I guess just bring it back to basics. Oh, I love the turnaround laser there. That was super cool. But, of course, it's only going to do a couple damage. Not the swing that this man needs right now. And it's going to be all about keeping his head on straight. Can't get frazzled from the quick turnarounds that Atomsk has been laying on him. And, wow.
Yeah, speaking of turnarounds, yeah, that back air, it's all in the hips, Max.
Thanks, Chubbs.
Oh,
Chubbs Peterson, man. That's my guy. Well, I thought we were about to see something crazy. Instead, Atomsk
a jet hammer.
Delivering anyway, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely crazy.
This
down
guy
smash.
is nutty.
Atomsk putting on a show for the people. A thumbs down from the Emperor. What else can he do but swing away?
Extremely fast dash dance in place, and then, all right, I'm going to just swing the back hit of my down smash here. Wipe you off the board nice and early. Makes you wonder how DNA even got into the position of winning this set originally, right?
Yeah, Atomsk showing no fear anymore. May very well have gotten the download, and DNA, the inexperience starting to show, and an incredibly capable player, as we have seen Max Ketchum. This will not be the last top 8 that we will see from him in the state of New Jersey, but
probably not, yeah.
Definitely has a ways to go. The back air off to the side. Lights, camera, Atomsk. He moves on. 3-1, the winner's final.
What a swing, dude. I still can't believe that. He was on fire. DNA was killing it for the vast majority of the first 2 games, right? But I think once Atomsk figured a way to just weasel himself out of that disadvantage in the second match, DNA just crumbled. You saw it. He literally was like, just didn't know it hit him, literally. And if you're not able to keep your composure in a situation like that, you have to let your opponent figure you out once or twice or 3 times and not get too shaken. So I think, again, the veteran status of Atomsk really pulling him through there. The relative greenness of DNA costing him a lot. And I think his defensive habits just became too